You ever wonder why some people stay calm, even when everything around them is falling apart? Why certain men walk through chaos without flinching, while others crumble under pressure? It's not luck, and it's definitely not about being emotionless. It's something deeper, a mindset that rewires how you handle stress, ego, rejection, and even pain. Most people spend their lives reacting, chasing validation, avoiding discomfort, running from the hard stuff. But there's a way to live where none of that controls you anymore. It's not magic, it's not hype, it's something ancient, and only a few truly live it. So the question is, do you want to keep letting the world control how you feel? Or are you ready to become the one in control? There's a way of thinking, a way of living that's been quietly practiced for over 2,000 years by warriors, emperors, and everyday people who wanted one thing: inner strength. It's called Stoicism. And no, it's not about being cold, robotic, or shutting your feelings down. It's about understanding your emotions, mastering your reactions, and facing life with a kind of quiet, unshakable confidence. When you live this way, things stop rattling you, insults don't cut as deep, failure doesn't define you, and chaos, it just becomes background noise. Stoicism teaches you to focus only on what you can control and let go of the rest. That's it. Simple but powerful. Imagine how much mental freedom you'd have if you stopped stressing over things that were never yours to carry in the first place. That's what we're talking about today. Not theory, not fluff, just 7 habits, practical, real, and grounded in Stoic thinking that can change how you handle pressure, pain, and people. Before we begin, I'd appreciate it if you liked the video so more people can discover Stoicism. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on the bell for more weekly insights. Ready? Let's explore the habits that help you master yourself and stop being controlled by everything else. Let's start with something subtle but powerful: your blink. Most guys never think about it, but blinking too fast is a dead giveaway that you're feeling nervous, unsure, or off balance. You've probably done it without even realizing, maybe during a tough conversation or when someone unexpectedly challenged you. It's not just about your words. Your body is already speaking for you. Now imagine doing the opposite. Picture someone who blinks slowly, evenly, with zero tension. That's the vibe of someone who's grounded, who doesn't flinch. It gives off this quiet calm, like they're never in a rush to react. So next time you're in a high-pressure moment, an argument, a business meeting, a date, slow your blinking. Let your eyes close a little longer. Let the other person wonder what you're thinking. That slow blink signals that you're present, not panicked. And over time, people start responding to you differently because you stop looking like you're reacting and start feeling like you're in control. Now think about the way you move. You can spot the difference instantly. Most men shuffle, shift, bounce when they walk, as if they're apologizing for taking up space. Their energy feels unsure. But then there's that one guy who walks like the ground belongs to him. He doesn't rush. He doesn't slouch. Every step is steady, calm, and deliberate. That's not arrogance, it's presence. You don't have to be tall or muscular to walk like you matter. You just have to walk like you belong. Try it. When you walk into a room, slow down just a touch. Plant your feet evenly. Keep your chest relaxed, not puffed. Let your steps land with quiet intention. You're not trying to impress anyone. You're just moving like someone who respects himself. That alone makes people take notice, and they'll never quite know why. Have you ever felt the need to prove yourself the moment you walked into a room? That quiet panic that makes you start talking fast, cracking jokes, explaining why you're there, even if no one asked. Here's what confident men do differently. They enter silently. They let the room feel their presence before they even speak. It sounds simple, but it's deeply effective. The next time you enter a room, pause for 3 seconds. Just look around. Make brief eye contact with 2 or 3 people. Don't rush to fill the silence. Just exist in it. That pause, that stillness creates a shift. Suddenly people feel your presence without understanding why. They wait for you to speak, not because you demanded attention, but because you claimed space without saying a word. That's real influence. It starts with observation, not performance. Stillness is one of the rarest forms of power. Picture a heated moment. Someone accuses you, disrespects you, challenges you publicly. What do most people do? They fidget, they cross their arms, they defend. But the man who stays still, he wins instantly. When your body stays quiet, you become the one in control. Your stillness creates tension. The other person fills the silence with noise because they're uncomfortable, not you. This kind of presence doesn't come from aggression. It comes from restraint. Practice it. The next time someone tries to pull you into chaos, hold your position. No shifting, no over-explaining. Just breathe and stay where you are. People will start second-guessing their own behavior because your calmness puts the spotlight back on them. And you'll walk away feeling like you never had to lift a finger to hold your ground. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you needed to respond right away just to avoid that awkward pause? That silence between someone asking a question and you replying? Most of us hate that gap, but here's a secret. Power lives in the pause. The next time someone asks you something, pause for 2 seconds. Don't rush, don't panic. Let the question sit for a moment, then answer slowly. That tiny shift makes people lean in. They assume you're thoughtful, calculated, wise even, and you are, because you're not reacting on impulse. You're responding with presence. That pause makes your words land heavier. Try it. It's not just about sounding smarter. It's about taking ownership of the space between their question and your answer. That's where real influence lives. Now let's talk about something awkward that most people experience. Getting stuck in a conversation you don't want to be in. You know the feeling. You're listening, nodding politely, scanning for a way out, but you can't find one. Here's what confident people know. They control when a conversation ends. They don't wait for permission, and they don't have to be rude. Here's how it's done. When you're ready to move on, shift. You wait just slightly. Glance to the side. Give a quick, respectful nod, maybe a short phrase like, "All right then." And begin turning your body. You don't have to explain. That movement alone communicates that your time matters. And when you start doing this regularly, people begin respecting your boundaries because you do. You become someone whose energy moves with intention, not obligation. And finally, let's talk about how you leave. This might be the most overlooked body language move of all, but it's also the one that stays with people long after you're gone. Most people end interactions casually. A quick goodbye, a half smile, then they disappear into the background. But the 1%, they leave an impression. As you walk away, pause for just a second, then glance back. No smile, no emotion. Just a calm, unreadable look. That moment does something subtle but powerful. It makes people wonder. It leaves a thread untied, a question unanswered. It creates presence even in absence. That last look says, There's more to me than what you just saw. It sparks curiosity, and in a world that forgets people fast, that moment can be the reason you're remembered. So now you've got 7 quiet tools to dominate any room without a single word. Blink slower, walk with purpose, enter in silence, embrace stillness, use pauses as power, exit on your own terms, and leave behind a feeling they can't quite shake. Tell me in the comments, which of these felt most natural to you, and which one do you want to start practicing first? You don't need to shout to be powerful. You don't need to chase respect. When you carry yourself with quiet control, when your body language reflects calm, confidence, and intention, respect just follows. That's the beauty of these habits. They don't require you to become someone else. They help you return to who you've always been beneath the noise. Someone steady, someone focused, someone others feel safe around or challenged by, depending on how they meet you. And the best part, these aren't one-time tricks. They're habits you can build slowly with practice. You don't have to master them all at once. Just start with one and watch how your world responds. People will notice, even if they can't explain why, because true presence doesn't need to be explained. It's felt. There's a kind of strength that doesn't come from being the loudest, or the biggest, or even the smartest person in the room. It comes from something quieter, something deeper. It's how you breathe when everyone else is panicking. It's how you hold yourself when others are flailing for approval. It's in your pauses, your stillness, your ability to walk away when you know your time is better spent elsewhere. These 7 body language shifts aren't just about perception, they're about truth. Because when you change how you carry yourself, you begin to change how you see yourself. You start to believe that maybe you do belong, maybe you are enough, and maybe the calmest one in the room really is the strongest. So take this with you, not as a list to memorize, but as a mindset to live by, step by step, glance by glance, moment by moment. If this video gave you something to reflect on, feel free to like and subscribe so you never miss more tools and insights for leveling up from the inside out. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.